Nengamba
but the diko.
Yangamba namanyi yadiko.
Nangamba ndi mukyala
okitegeera kubanga 00.
But anyway, thank you, Dodo. But above all, thank you for spotting out someone of my kind. Why English?
Why I know, like, man, I'm a fan.
Why English? I'm not an Englishian, neither am a Ugandan. Nangenzaliwa muno mu Uganda. And I'm born, yes, Kabaka Yasima, by the way. Nchikirira abavubuka baliko obulemu ku lukiiko lwa Buganda. Buganda is council. Era why me above all. So Ssaabasajja Kabaka abatumidde. Mwena
Ola amanyi n'Oluganda.
But manyera tugenda mu Luzungu. Kuba n'Oluganda tuluma.
But Dodo, you bringing out the element of English. Why English? I love English.
Okay.
But to the query song, why English? English is part of a language which has made me what I am, which has helped me to stop being underlooked, to air out my views. The singer says, if I didn't get the opportunity to speak out, kana kazungu akatini. So that English has made me what I am right away from school. I started from my primary school. But whenever you could move to go to school, the whole world, the whole village, the Chalochona, the Chiseka, everybody wants to come in. Alave, Omwano, Omupi, someone is this, others will call you Oli Mukulu, Oli Muto. And sometimes when you move at night, people take you on Omwana. You sit even in taxi. Do you know, Dodo, by the way, you sit in taxi, even your conductor will say, Gomwana go sembera yeli. You feel, you get my point. So the only way you could shatter these people down,
by bringing out your English.
That's English.
Give me high five.
I love that. So whoever brought English, I don't know, but it has made me what I am. Next time, what I could say, I was overmuch stigmatized by border guys, becoming a fun activity. Manfuse ekyokuzanyirako n'aba border.
Ngabagamba ki border.
Anti ogiriya ndi batandika okugireka, but then you're like, excuse me.
Right?
And they don't understand English. So they could respect me and they say, oli omuwala ayogera Oluzungu. So I was named like that. Even in the village where I could be, oli omuwala ayogera Oluzungu.
Ngawona mune abantu bagamba bamanyi n'okuliisa abaana ne bagamba bw'otoolya emmere nalina kugamba gundi ajja akulye.
Me, I identified it. It's a ekintu ekyo. Speaking English, it made me become a head girl in the school where I was, like a class captain. So I took up the right decision being a leader. And I thank God for what he made me. Okay, I'm not all that so bright and what. That I could be a bright. So everybody wanted to associate with me. So
you were popular at school.
Yes.
That's
the thing. And I was a class captain. So how are you going to bully? How are you going? I was in Imbuya. I'm in primary school as the assistant head girl. I went as a communication person. So I've been a leader in school.
That's why you weren't school.
Even in Makerere University. College of Choose. Yeah, I was also a leader in the university. So everybody was like, oh, Penny. And everybody. So that leadership and speaking English
builds your confidence.
If I want to shut people down, I have to turn into English. When Mamu park and then you start, I will start the English and the whole
shut up.
Will shut up.
Perfect.
And they will listen to me.
Big girl.
Wow. English girl. I
English
love
girl.
that.
Ogambe kati ku ssomero mpate mbuuza what games were you playing kati ngagwe?
Okay, ku ssomero, being from my primary school, by my situation, I can also play football like anyone. By the way, I used to be a goalkeeper. I used to be a goalkeeper, but you make the fun of it. I could get the goals. But then recently, when Kuze, what was sports, we buy it a palace sports, whereby I'm a badminton player in para. The last 2 years, I was a medalist, a bronze medalist. I prayed for my country, Uganda, in the Pala badminton of class, Bajita SL. Kagamba, people of our stature, you match with the person. But most people of my kind in Uganda, they are more of the estimate is too low. So you find that toina ba playmates for very in other countries like Namibia, they come from the US, you end up ngaba kuba bushatu nebugila. By the way, but I'm a badminton player. And I've participated representing my country in badminton because we are looking for people who can participate in Pala.
Kati now, I've never gone on balinga gwe oba boate bala bakuba chikula chilala.
Okay, me, my name is Nakandi Peninah Nakandi. I'm the last born at home out of all my siblings who are normal height, I could say, exceptional normal height. Yeah, but when I grew up, I started
realizing. And your mom also has normal height?
Yeah, my mom, but may her soul rest in eternal peace. And my dad also died. So I'm a mulekwa, but I'm a double because I've got someone I'm married to. I've got friends like these ladies. I don't see that are you stigmatizing me?
No.
They don't follow that. So why should I reconcile?
When we called you here, that
How
means
can I
you inspire.
That's right. We can't even stigmatize.
And someone there, you've given birth to a child with short stature of my kind. Promote that child. Make sure that you take that child to
build
school.
their confidence.
Yeah, to school. Don't overlook them. Don't put them behind doors. Give them the opportunity. They will expose their opportunities. By the way, true. It's
blessing in disguise.
It's a blessing. Why do I say this? It's a unique element. Like me. When basinya tuka wakati chikolebwa. Not real. I have my elders, I have my siblings, but in most cases, they also feel proud if Peninah is around. Yeah, they also Peninah.
Peninah ogenda obuukabuuka bina kyakubuuzizza. The other, like your siblings, how many are they?
Okay, we are born 14 of us.
14.
Yeah, but some of us, I'm the only one with these disabilities, but my other siblings are of normal height.
So when did you realize you have, no what's up? I don't know.
In primary 5, primary 4, primary 5. And then when I joined O-level, it's biology. When we basomesa chromosome, X and Y chromosome, those gene elements and factors. So I had to go back home. And then my parents told me, waliyo jaja wange gwesalaba bamuitanga jaja Dennis. Is also used to have this. So my disability is more genetical. And I encourage couples of the same stature not to get married. It's okay if you feel you can marry. There are more chances of giving birth to such kind of that. Yeah. But then if it's that, out of the children you produce at least. But then when you get someone of a different genetic inheritance.
Yes.
Ladies, in relationships, let's not be overtaken up by the amazing love you say a man will give you or a lady will give you. Let's also think about the outcome outside there. Go and test your genes. Know your blood groups. Know your status. By the time you feel in at least you have known. Otherwise,
just HIV.
Genes, that's genetic
great grandparents.
Maybe. So there are also those chances, but sometimes it becomes recessive gene or it dominates that.
That means you got married to somebody who is not in a situation like yours.
Mr. Kimp is a person of a normal height.
Hey.
Yeah, he's a normal height.
So he's as tall as Bina, is as tall as Dodo.
Has been even that one. I don't know whatever case is that. But for me, I prayed over it.
Dodo, have you had?
I've had, but I'm not yet contented.
With
some things.
Like?
No, some love,
we need this conversation.
Yeah.
Bits, guiding. I got about the love life bit.
Yes.
Because I'm still alarmed by the ring. Yeah.
Okay.
But love life here, but engage. In your position with the disability and everything. By the one. So don't even feel.
But it's good way money.
Thank you so
That's
much.
great.
Naye kandoza kitegedde. Nyimira naye nayagala andabise. Ndiye muwanvu nnyo.
Is it?
She's very intentional.
I'm
Akikola
very
nnyo.
intentional because naye andabisa ku hips ze.
Katonda kyagala byonna.
Hey.
So laba we struggle no wiranga yo no gamene nabachi. Like why is it what you interpret on straight line? So I want to know about your love life.
That's great. Like,
Like what's up? Have you ever even been heartbroken? Gwali principled.
omanyi bw'oyita mu bulamu bwa relationships oyiga. So I'm not the one in perfect relationships, I would say. Though I will not say that I just wake up today and I be where I am. To get this ring, it took me time. I will say I gave birth to my daughter Priscilla. I love her. And without getting married, sometimes I also felt in love with a man of the dream when someone takes you. Unlike when we are in schools, someone falls in, you feel you're cheated and all this.
So first born wali chali kusomero.
Nali maze okusoma. But immediately, my first time
to ever fall in love.
Yes, to go there.
Go
And that's
again
when I
yo.
conceived.
No funo rubuto.
That's the thing.
You are still a virgin.
I was. Cut us of that. But anyway, my love life, it's healthy.
But it's okay. The good thing you got a child out of love.
That's true.
By the way.
I don't regret now because my daughter is part of a blessing to me. And maybe having a child.
Of love or excitement?
I was promised, I'll marry you.
Oh, we together.
I'll marry you. We are going to do the wedding. Ngendo club, the daughter is 2 years, 3 years, 4 years.
Tayogera.
The marriage is not. Then when things reach at a time, responsibilities became a hassle. Who takes this now? The child has to go to school. You treasure this. It's not the reality. You people, men lie. And even for them, they know it. That you know. But even men should know that women also lie.
Right?
So, yeah, women also lie. Sometimes it's hard for us to disclose of what we are. But by the time a man comes to you, you know, as people with disabilities, some men come to us for different motives. Some people think if he falls in love with a person of short stature, he'll give birth to a bright child, he will be rich. Yeah, if a man falls in love with a person with an albinism, they think they'll be rich. Yes. Some of them even look for them and they're like, Peninah, yeah, because that's thinking. Yeah? So that's the intention. So even other ladies like Dojo and Bina, some men will come to you, these socialites, media to see what is it. But when you come in, if you're a man, you've not decided. So I'll say, my husband maybe came to me for the reasons I didn't know.
Your first man?
Is the very man. The father of my child is my official husband.
I think then after maybe they had a break.
We had a break. Yeah. And then I had to move.
Hey, so after 4 years,
at around 5 years, you can't get that dream man of your choice. Then you're graduated at campus, and then you're like, Lily, Peninah, is this the right relationship? I was struggling. It's not easy to take care of a child.
It's not easy.
And with my nature, even in a hospital, after giving birth to my daughter, I was so lucky and privileged that I gave birth at Mulago Hospital. Yet I didn't go to Mulago for antenatal. I used to go to Mengo. Last minute, I had a friend of mine. It was Dr. Cotino Alex. He told me, Peninah, but she told J Mulago. But there were people blind in Mulago. So last minute, I got drainage. That situation whereby you see that water is coming out of you. And when I called my doctor, he was like, I don't know whether Dr. Bukenya is still there. I'm not in contact with you, but she used to be my gynecologist. Yes. You promised me. I was like, Peninah, you're going to give birth to this. You know, when I got pregnant, everybody was scared.
Even me, I would have been scared because now I'm like, didn't you get scared?
And I was going to ask you.
No, for me, when I conceived, I didn't know by the way, Nalisimani. I wasn't married with the man. Wakava mu campus ochapansa nali nze tusula okasubya mu hostel. The man is not official. Kugambya mwezi. So I had to fight. But when I conceived, me, I kept it myself.
Was you take it after how long?
After like 2 months. And I called him. Then he responded.
Yeah.
Then I went and tested. Then I found out that I was positive.
Wow.
Then he promised me, Peninah, I'll take care of you. We shall be together.
Shall get married.
All that. I'll marry you. The good thing, I'm going to get a house. Mama, took a good time. When I run go get Mudwadi, he will come and give you. He promised, it's not always the money is on account. The day I went, when I went to Murago Hospital, there was Sister Muziki. I don't know that sister. She was so concerned about me. But when I went in the hospital, kuva when again, Salisa wanga mwendeze chiro. Paka kumachanga, no one has touched on me. But I saw ladies in the bazarira once. Others are struggling. There was like, naye nali mugumu nange obuvumu simayinje nabuja, and I didn't want to engage in a lot of people dinenda kuzala because most people took it as a big thing. Peninah. Then I thought maybe my husband is running away because people So I had a lot of things in the mind, but God gave me that energy. I took it the support.
So did you give like a birth naturally?
No, I was operated. It was a C-section. They worked on me. By 1 p.m., I happened to give birth to a live bouncing baby girl who was 2.5 kgs. And when I gave birth, I was taken in a special care unit. I was taken. That sister was so, and all people could come in the hospital. Okay. You talk about Peninah caretaker, everybody was like, oh, mwana wote bamuba, Peninah will take this even. So some of my relatives came. My husband came on that day because I called him to come and sign for me. Yes. He couldn't, but my late auntie came. So there's that protection I got in the last minute, which felt to see that there are people who are there for me. But thank you for bringing that question. The video could be a special. If not to make like I'm a whole woman, like any woman could be. Yes. I have all the normal organs. Normal
organs.
Kati okunywa eddagala by the windows nange nkirabye kati bagamba kunywa eddagala kali ngamba okunywa eddagala oba ogenda ne bakuwa ebikopo by'eddagala but it's not. They give us tablets, no folic acids, they give you iron or blood, they also give you eddagala lya malaria erya dwami pozi n'okukebera. So ekyo ekigambo ky'okunywa eddagala si kunywa ddagala oba ogenda oyina kugenda mu ddwaliro to get that treatment and check up. It also happened. Otuuka mu antenatal no nze mukama ye yanyamba olubuto lwange teruvaayo mangu luvaayo ku 8 months 7 months. But it's very hard someone to recognize. And my first pregnancy couldn't. But as I told you, nga otambula kukubo, these people I will talk about boda men. Munasonywa. Yemwa bakwano bange. By the way, boda men are my friends. But they like, interrogating ebigambo byotandika yobaka nani akafunise gwako kati ate nakano kali gwako ono mwana muntu mukulu. Even I used to carry my baby and people like, hey, ono mwana, then others just shut up, then others are in the background bakugeya. People think about as if it's abnormal thing. So you bringing me on media like this, I want to tell people it's no more whether you're this. Yes, by the way, I did inclusive breastfeeding. Then I because I had to start looking for a job. Nakola ko ne mukwana range of commodities. Katingo omwana omulekawo no genda no kola. So during the day the child could breastfeed on milk. At night you come back. But I got hassles of the maid. You have no one to live a child with. I struggled those things. I'm like, you hustle alone. You have to provide the pampers. You need to look someone to take care. I told you no cola for you to sustain. Now remember that lifestyle I was in, being at campus, Makeremok. By the way, my friends, greetings you all. That lifestyle, who knew the pain of that kind? The one who could go in style Okadi. By the way, Kuzala Kuze Mave. Okadia. You become a mother when you so you want to okudambanonga, you're like, who is this? So if you don't have money, life becomes a misery. Omwana akaba, omwana arwala, and omwana yandwalirako. The child received pneumonia at 9. Even when I remember that, those memories. No, when you were still 2 months.
Wow.
The baby falls sick. Nagano kuyonka. We thought he had malaria. My husband took me in the clinic. When my sister took me, she used to be in Entebbe. Atene mala nendwala. Anemic. Ngabagendo kunteka kumusai. But she was there for me. Kati when I took it, I didn't want, in my lifestyle, I don't want to be a burden to people. I love to do things on my own. And I don't want people to take me as a burden. I want to see people that I can stand on my own. That has kept me moving. So even when I went, I was like, Ngenda kubera wano pakati. Who is going to be taking care of this? So later on, the man who had disappeared, my husband came back. Mr. Kimpi came back.
Mr. Kimpi, you guys separated for how long? Like you woke up one day, the whole problem came about him not being present.
Like, no, we were staying together by the way. We lived the life. But then I kept on together. When I will officiate. Why not? I'm a Catholic. From the time I conceived, Saddam Kusembela. You know what it pains ngatotuka kufuna communion, that communion tosembela, and yet someone promised you. Even my parents were like, Peninah, I don't want much. I remember when my mom falls sick, she was like, in the thing she did in your chamber, Gaza. And then you leave. I kept on telling, me, I'll speak out.
I know, right?
I'll speak out. Even I kept telling my husband, but he's like, he keeps on that, he promises me. There's a time even when we went, he showed me we are going for this. And it didn't happen. But time came, the man cannot tell you it's innocent or which, but the demands are 2 months. School fees, someone has a child that started going to school. Nowadays, getting a school below 350. So,
baby class,
so you have to pay the rent. Now when so the bill becomes high. Yeah. Can you handle that? So netuvera in those conflicts naturally in that situation.
So piling up.
If I don't know soon, I said, what should I do? I went to my spiritual director for counseling. Father told me, Peninah, be calm. Pray for him. Give him a year. In 1 year I was obedient. Submissive woman. Yes. And I was like, but the love was continuing.
To go down?
To high now. When I submitted, love was too much. The man loved me. Then I was like, am I worth it for a bed only?
Check it out.
I'm not worth it for introduction. No, love enough in the then you're like, they take it, but what did I was at the basajja. Then I was like, am I worth it for this? Am I good on? Am I worth it for a bed? Am I worth it for sex alone? I'm not.
No, wali mukabaka.
Nga sinagenda na mukabaka.
Nenda ngamba munne anti ogambe bedroom, so that means nga nawe olabira ddala nti
nange byannema okutegeera.
Nange njagala binayogera kya. Njagala mutegeera binawa.
Gweyongera omusajja nga anyumirwa
okitegeere ndowooza. Every day, morning, evening. I was like, But then my husband was so appreciative. Yeah. But then I didn't see the impact out of that.
Yeah, so for that 1 year good,
Father, you give him 1 year. Call stop demanding the man. So they told them
musajja akusala
the love momentum was too high. Then I was like,
kumacha ne regular.
By the way, Jojo, that's what you are meant for. Tuli mu love momentum. Ate lwaki ogamba nedda mukwano.
Not morning and evening.
Then how are you going? You need to understand, two of you. Chovola Bantino, having an official marriage in church, it's very important. Kubanga baba so mesa. By the time you go into that love affair, echokolo obochimanyi. And like how I was, kakati omusajja yo bw'anaaba yagala kumacha. Kati nga gwe toyagala. Where do you expect a man will go?
No, agumikiriza waliwo encha. Techigina kubeera kumacha no regular Peninah. Kumacha no regular kati waliwo aba timetable.
Aba timetable. If you're married, if you're married,
timetable ziveeko.
No, in unofficiated marriage, you can do your timetables. But for legal marriage, like in the Catholic Church I'm in now, there's no timetable.
So anytime he wants,
anytime. You shouldn't make your husband starve. You shouldn't. Otherwise, you are opting in for another option. But anyway, if there is a condition which stops you from serving that, you communicate. Communication is a key.
And you make him understand.
If we are here and then he wants to be served, you tell us to stop when he calls.
Of course, now I'm not with my phone. I don't know how we wander. But if he calls me, he understands. I explain to him. Nayo manyindi kumulimo nazekola. Yes, nayo mubula. That's it. But the only time my husband works, I also work. You get it? So in the morning we all leave. But then you shouldn't make your husband starve. In the same way, he should not make you also starve. So Dodo, what if it's you who wants that morning?
So how do I put myself in the mood when he, so that I don't make him starve?
So that you don't make him starve.
So how do I put myself in the mood?
When he wants, like you've said, wakukubira one. So a call, it puts you in the mood.
Baba yanyiza ngate yampadde sweat.
You fall. It's not. By the way, love is not all about money. Love is not all about money. For me, COVID, I detached with my husband. So father told me, now Peninah, you've done that. Quit. Don't even tell where you've gone. You quit and you go. Live your own life. If he's really your man, he will be your man.
He will come back.
If that is meant to be your man. If the man is your man, he will be
He'll
your
always
man.
be your man.
But if a man is not your man, however
walk
much you
around,
like it, he
yeah.
will not be.
Even though you see
And
them
a man
every
will not
day.
love you because today we'll see your word. But there are conditions which are exception. But I took it isn't katonda jali mu relationship. Relationship wotagiteekamu katonda. Ogenda kutomera. Ojja kaaba, ojja kubonaabona. But if you put God first, even me, if I put God first, but there is time for everything. Kati ekiseera kyatuuka. Me nengenda and even no, nze najjamu ebyange.
Egoya noba n'omuleka.
Saano ate twali twazimbawo nti no wali permanent.
Kati kyali ki?
Twali muzigo. I was like, oh, why? But I told him to choose tufune nnyo. He even gave me half of the money. He didn't give me all the money. Ne mugamba tusenguka. Omuntu ateebuuzaako ennyumba gye waifunye eriruddawo. Nange ngamba kale lwaki oba namugamba. I regretted later ningawe baya lwaki namugamba etigenda kusinga. I was supposed to go omuntu akunoonya ebiki. But then I had to move on. Kati ekawungeezi tusengula ebintu. I got somebody bikiwongo.
Ng'akulaba ng'obanga
nga taliiwo nga mukubya nga mugamba ebintu tubigyeyo.
Abakyala balamukola. Kale twatwalamu n'ebibye. Mugenda n'amasaati ga
byonna ne mugamba tusenguze. Aga nze ebyuma byange mubindekere mu biki. Ekinnumiriza. I was bothered. I felt tortured.
Kati ye ngagamba engoye ne botwalekeramu ebyuma byange.
Taking me for granted. He doesn't know what I am.
You know?
You get my point. You know, this man is taking me for granted. Is it because I'm of this height? Is it because what's that I've not done?
Even your English couldn't help you.
It couldn't. Not even my daughter could help me. Because I couldn't even leave her anywhere. But anyway, I took it up. And I'm of a kind of a caliber who is social with people. Wakati tubeerayo n'omu. Nina abaana, I have my other sisters' kids, bembeera nabo. Bagamba, that's the life I live. Something like that. But when I want, I need. When tukira okugamba nti twetaaga kino, Tata Priscilla. And then you didn't even give me reason. Where will I get it from? When you go marry okuzaala, people start detaching from
Abasajja naddala.
Bagamba bargaining power ekendera ng'omala okuzaala because experience.
Never they will think, Bila, you call me for the outing. Peninah reloaded. Ate gwe omwami takuwa sente. Naye nga kumbe.
Ng'omusajja takuwa.
You know, saving.
That's
the thing. You know, kunoonya ya pampa yaki. Y'omwana. Ate nze njimalire ku Guinness. Nje njimalire ku Tusker. Sometimes life also. So my lifestyle changed. I was a bit frustrated. I was like, nanoonya nze emirimu despite the fact that I graduated.
Kakati kambuuze bwe yakuwa that comment. Walekamu ebintu bye byonna wagamba that's when you made that decision.
Nali ffe twasenguse dda. Ne tugenda ne tutandika okubeera kisigula. Kati yajja kiro. N'amenya ne kufulu gye twalekako. Kubanga yajjanga ebyuma bye bisigaddemu. Najja kiro n'abeerawo. Najja even the third day he didn't come back. I started regretting. Regrets come later.
No gamba kale singa
samugamba. The man didn't come back. Living my life. But God helped me somewhere, somehow. I contained it. Because naina abana bange. COVID came. I had my brother's kids. COVID came. Ngambera nabo. There is a way God helped me. Nembera mu lockdown. We are just gone.
But you survived for how long?
Cut in COVID. Nafuna omulimu. Ntandika okutabula liquid soap ng'abantu
ekitegeeza kiri kye bagamba nti mulimu emikisa lwakuba ye omwami tegyamukwata liquid soap lwalaniko omugula
ne bagula ng'ekidomola bajja ne bakigula nange ne bankubira as in missionaries of the poor where I used to be. Ng'olina ogenda okukola, they will pick you. We never lacked food. Nga nze njireeta, then I started even distributing to some people. Katonda ayina engeri gye yambracingamu. I lived in a happy situation n'abaana bange. nenkuba ekyeyo mu covid omu nenfuna obusente
No
wenali
surviving.
consider room ebin nenegendera mu July. There is a project which came in at the project eyo netuyiga nze nafunako ne ku sente zino eza youth livelihood program naye nga batubanja mulete sente benali nabo ne baduka oba madamu afu okyali naye mu covid tebaddamu kolaki kubanja kati nange nenetabulira sabbuuni oba omutabudde otya tadi. Even now my business is a
liquid soap.
detergent.
Nice.
I'm even struggling to get the UNBA satisfaction. But even recently when we had abasubuzi nga bekalakasa ekololo, I was among them.
What are you?
Ekololo.
Now we're business woman.
Yeah, atachiikirira ndi mu Uteya. Nga nze ndi presenting abasubuzi kyogamba baliko obulemu bosi basubuzi kati tusasula musolo nali ku lukalala lugendo okwogera ne President Museveni nga ndi number 8 out of all the people abo nabakatongole bakasiita ne bambuze ne bampanika naye omanyi abantu bazibu ku ssaawa esembayo dola abasajja bazibu bokka be baayogera ne batuuka ku ssaawa esembayo ne bagamba mbu obudde bukoze
Buweddeyo.
naye Katonda tali yanguzi. President Museveni we yamala yabuuza ebibuuzo bina oba bikyani konze kwe kuwanika omukono nga bakuba enkoko nga inawe nafubutuuka emisinde paka wali nga tokyalinawo naye okutuuka wali ku pavilion nga buli omu agamba nze nkusitule konze onsitule on what deal kati owa kamera n'agamba you think nze simanyi byakola UBC they had to adjust cameras nganze for front awo nenfuna engagement with the president of nayogera oluzungu totwebayo kuleeta luzungu ako kakilip nemugamba your excellence I thank God for the gift of your life that today I've got the opportunity to share with you. Wow. Namuda nemugamba you mean we people with disabilities we don't pay tax those are to veil that is another moment but anyway that's how I got mwenani mugamba na Peninah yayogedde ne president kati abamu mungamba tuwe ku send nze president tampanga na sente tampanga na sente yagamba okay what's your name nga nange ndaba musoya nagenda nenzira kwako ka YouTube nengamba but was this me president na promising nagamba we shall go paka kati
tebakubiranga
recently by the way now when agendiranga our wedding was in preparation but dressing in this guys the Commissioner General of URA naye ne mufuna he took my contact this time ye yankubira n'okunkubira I have a number of Mr. Msingwes we can even chat into that as I'm struggling to get UNBS and Commissioner General invited me. It wasn't easy to meet him nyenye tugenda ku URA with team of some people with disabilities.
Is it true about government to investing more into networks okusinga nti ziyamba nnyo?
That's the only way to go. We are all people born differently but network is the core key. Ne bwoba oyagala kufuna musajja you need the network ate anakusangawo
njagala onafuna omwami
lwaki
he has to have a network.
bino yabasooka haso what should
ate okiteeka
yetegerewa
asoose kusonga bina yetegera ku media you mean oza tebamukubira but then kyalaki nga kiri bino ebintu biteekemu Katonda oba Allah biteekemu Allah over it because omusajja omutuufu
ababeera bagala kulaba tuli tutya mu bisenge
nati omusajja omutuufu n'omukyamu bonna bagira mu kalibaki
era kituufu yemu
naye bw'obanga Katonda ajja kuwugula oli amuzze ku bbali kakati nga Peninah we yamuwugula n'ayita mu kadirisa n'afuna maiden abantu ne bagamba kale singa oyo omukyala gwe twawadde n'ayogera ku infilies. You get my point. But then CJ in that maiden he contributed for my wedding. So he became my friend. He even he's promising to help us in satisfying of our products.
Kakati kambuze through that separation. But waliwo abakwanangako?
Of course, why not?
Do they always ask you questions? Better curious.
You know one thing, when you have a child, everybody was like, Peninah, you have a beautiful
child.
So most men could come to you, they will call you. Then on Facebook, men will call you. Tebagala kumanya oba oli biki ate bw'obeera olubuto abasajja bakwana nnyo. But even your husband loves you more when you're pregnant.
You sure?
I don't know even know what bw'oba owulira nga you're like this, but then
afuna connection.
Nali mmanyi nti bw'oba olubuto you don't pray sex oba togenda mweba. But then it's okay, and that's when the desires for men are more probable.
That's why
Olaba no funa ring when afuna ring. There are still men come to. They do. They do. It's nothing. This is just a ring. But empeteri kumutima. Abasajja bo bakwana. Tebalike abasajja bo bakwana. Babanga
oba olabika olina nnyashi omanyi abasajja baganya nnyashi.
Not really, but there is that confidence
that you exude.
Yeah, there is no any school where they are going to teach you confidence. Okay. But it's you to build the confidence in you, and you to build confidence. You should love what you do.
So, yes. Mr. Ngakomao, after how many years?
Mr. Ngagenda muteka mu recycle bin.
Hey.
Oh God. When I lost my mom, I was like, never mwanga food. I've not introduced. I started that single life man. Ali muguni. Na neta mwanzuyo mu Rotary, nzuyo mu fellowship and move. Those conversions. My daughter went to school at Cyprian in boarding. So I started managing my own life. Na kumpewo nga bampita ne mu COVID I was among people abogera fembere bize so everybody like twalabye mama prison ndoza naye je yali eyo ngaga
nakula omukazi angenda nakoma.
You get my point. So I forgot,
what was his story?
I washed away. So I was like, Peninah want to come recycle bin. Peninah Nakandi. Peninah Nakandi. I was like, nothing you did. But if you cannot officiate marriage, don't. I wanted to prove to the mediocres. You know, our wala and some families, there is a way they will bully you. No, you're not yazala. And you know, you get my point. Some people, you get it. So all sorts of words, they toxinate your mind. Wabawe bigamonga, they traumatize you. You have nothing to do. Ngatoina chakola. Wabula ono kusaba katonda. No mugamba, one time I want to prove to this world that things can be able. And there are some men who have come to my life without even the father of my child. I got a man who used to be in church. He promised me that we are going to wait. He's ready to go home for introduction. But I decided to move on. I can't. You get my point. But then, being in church, nandiko blessed sacrament, omanyife yezu, chintu chikulu. Bwoba tosembera tofuna yezu. So you were sinner. So I went for spiritual guidance. And Father told me, Peninah, for you don't forgive. Bwoba tosonyiwa. Well, how are you going to lead the life? So that's when I realized I had to forgive the father of my child. No mami nangamba Peninah nzikiriza ne bweguba mutwalo nguwa muki omwana wange. And that man wanted me to have a second child with him. Then I was like, unless we officialize what? The marriage. It wasn't an easy thing. I know. Then he told me, it's not that I don't want to marry you, but marriage is expensive. Hey, nemugamba, marriage is not about money. Nange chembagamba.
Marriage is not about money.
It's not about money. That's what I told my husband.
It's about what?
Then he said, how? Nemugamba, marriage, it's about decision and what you love. We have state marriage, Bina. We have introduction marriage. We have this church marriage. Katate church, waliwo ne febe bagatire ne mabega. Mabega byekikulu. Gwebyo oyagala. So to me I was like, gwe kiki kyoyagala.
Okay.
So for me, I gave my husband a decision. I gave him a variety of options. So it's up to him to decide. Then he decided state marriage. Because state marriage is 50,000. If you are take
50.
Let me try it.
How much? Better.
No, me I wanted officializing marriage. Into at least in my certificate.
So basically, even a bit a big wedding,
that's the thing.
If you don't have the
I
money.
think the chance that women, we are crucial in this marriage thing. Because men, they don't know about issues of marriage. But it's you, a woman, who initiates.
So, Mama, we need to remind them, Bulisango, Wandi Kawari, Obufumbo, Wadi.
Ate siweki tojamuteeka ku pressure.
Tulaba gwe luli munnaye wabivaako.
Ati byafanga nga kigaanye.
Lwaki simuteerako? Ngenda kuba omugongo mpaka ng'omba.
You first consult obufumbo by'ebiki. Bwe mba ngambye nti ngenda mu state marriage, ki ekyetaagisa? What is the cost of it? Tubeeraawo nga tetumanyi nambaga na ssente mmoga. Tulaba bulabi ku mutimbagano, tulaba ku TV, tetumanyi oba embaga eba ya mmeka. Naye ate nga bw'ogenda mu kereziya embaga si ya ssente na nyingi.
Nendeshera ndoza n'abantu ndoza batya buti oba teyatya bintu kutwala lujja luddugale lwakuba kati gwewafuuka n'essereebu yakikola
ebyo yabitya naye nze nkugambye namuwa option nakkiriza tugende for state marriage.
Nemubuuka okukyala
yagamba tugende for state marriage. Nange nengamba it's okay, nemugamba nenjijayo ekitabo. I had a new notebook and a pen. Nenjuba nemugamba we committing awo. Because I'd prayed over this thing. Naye nyina ne gwe ngende naye. Nene ngamba ate omwana omulage biki nga I'm in that state. But Father told me pray over it. Katonda yansalawo obufumu. So I'd prepared for it. By the time he came for someone who was prepared. Yeah, I knew. Ebibonerero byonna mbiyiseemu, okwenenya nkuyiseemu, but above all, I knew what I wanted. Kirungi okumanya kikyoli. Ate nange nayeemanya. I knew my weakness and I knew what I am.
And you're what you want.
Because I was like, if I manage to go through these labor issues, nenzaro mwana nemukuza on this level, whereby everybody is admiring this child. Even the man, the father is also admiring this child. I also went to their home, so I knew the kind of a person.
How did you deal with in-laws? Did they stigmatize you?
Not really. By the way, my sister-in-law, she's one. And she's also someone who is easy to go with.
So you said your husband is still like Bina?
Yes. Wow. But there is this situation of education. Or something you get it. So me, my education is a bit higher than. My husband is a technical person who does the machine, engineering and all that. But then, at first, I didn't know all these things. But there are things you need to pack. Omanyi you unpack it, no be take away, no be dira luvanyuma. Because they don't work in marriage.
I know too much English typical of marriage.
It doesn't make sense.
Nina name popular typical of marriage. I have nyash typical of marriage.
It doesn't make sense.
I have hips.
It doesn't make sense.
Doesn't make sense.
Whether hips or what? Naye. ebintu bibiri empisa n'eddiini. Religion is a core element because bw'oba mu Katonda ojja kutya, you respect people. Ne bwe kikuyitirako kitya, you kneel down to God. Kati nze ne bwe nfuna okubonaabona kutya, I have that element. After all, kasi omusajja yannyamba ntuuka ne ku gundi n'ensembera. I go to God nenga, but God, how can I handle this? Then I find it God. Even when I see something big, I just run and go, oh God. For me, my wedding was God. We didn't put in much. People loved us.
Never contributing.
People contributed. Rotarians. That network. People contributed. People came. We had budgeted for 300 people, but people shooting 600 and plus. Even Tao cottages where we made our reception. Our Hajj. There is a way they treated people. Moreover, my wedding had 2 cakes. I have a friend of mine, Sophia. She was like, God, this is my dream cake. In church. I went to Bishop Semwogere. I went to him to request him to wed us. And do you know what, Bishop yambuze ebibuuzo nga byenkana ennyumba. Bishop kamuti, bawo yenkana wa. Oyina n'omwana. Wazaala. Alokyo oyina. N'ayita bafadha bonna babe.
Ng'amanyi oli muto.
No, yali amanyi kubanga yali amanyi kuba missionaries of the poor our brother benakuliramu kale nga mpulira naye the late Bishop Cyprian Kizito Lwanga was my friend nga ye yekomitinga n'okwekomitinga that he wed me ajana kumpeera empeta you know Katonda agenda na kwegamba naaba mu muntu Katonda akola ebyamagero. So God produced you a lady of your kind. Dodo aina yechi yakutegekera nange bwato the same comes to fena Katonda aina. So God created me in that cycle. I don't know, I'm a source of also attraction to people. But me in my network, I network with people people who are religious, people who are genuine. Nze bw'oba toli genuine, you're not my friend. So if someone will say, Peninah, oyagala contact your bishop, I have it. Oyagala contact your CJ, I have it. Oyagala contact any person. You ask me any of the person. By the way, we went. Father Chibi was not, he was made by God to wed us. But then Muntegeka yafe Father Chibi teyali. Nga mbadde mbanyonyola Bishop. Bishop kwolwo olunaku lwe twali tulonze 20th of July. He had a journey to go to Italy nga taliiwo. N'atugamba tuongezeeyo embaga ne mugamba negwe Bishop omanyi kyoyo.
Ng'omusajja first of all n'okumutuusaawo ogamba yes.
Nze kano okundeka. Bishop n'ayita bagudde mugamba Vika ya Joe. Oba oyagala namba ya Vika nayo njagikwa ya Father Kasima. Cardinal is my friend. Every day I go to Cardinal.
In a connection.
You put all the children sabuni wherever you want. I told Cardinal nanga makankuo. You know there are some people who will bless you. So Bishop is saying that nanga mandate I'm saying I'm going to mkonja mule. Nanga pa omwagwe jiyo kana nanga yokana for Bishop. Ati omseja kwa manga the
kachikiriza.
I know. Na ya Bishop kwagamba nadda kunze neyerabira abantu abala naleta amenvu n'agamba nemugamba bw'onojja oli tusabira naye allow us to go ahead. Kati mba ndi awo nga nfuna call nga mbuulira parish priest wa St. Charles Lwanga Father Jimias bwana mukulu w'emutunge ku parish gye baatugattira nga mbuulira Bishop nanga hawa Peninah olina amaanyi Zelanga isikwesimbamu namugamba nedda kisa kya Katonda akati nga bagamba Bishop Kasujja yajja otugala nga nange mbirekeraawo kati nga ngenda